And yet others, those whose intelligence is pure, follow the injunctions of Vaishnava scriptures promulgated by you. Absorbing their minds in thought of you, they worship you as the one Supreme Lord manifesting in multiple forms. So it says in the purport, the word Samskritatmanaha is significant.
En el significado se dice que la palabra Samskritatmanaha es significativa.
It means those whose intelligence is pure.
Y significa aquellos cuya inteligencia es pura.
No, thank you. So intelligence, pure intelligence is described also in the Shastra as unchaste.
La inteligencia también se la describe en el Shastra como que no es casta.
Unchaste intelligence is intelligence that is absorbed in sense gratification.
La inteligencia que no es casta es aquella que está absorta en la gratificación de los sentidos.
If someone asks why I am falling down again and again,
Si alguien se pregunta por qué caigo una y otra vez,
we may say you are misusing your intelligence.
no podría decir que está mal utilizando su inteligencia.
You are misusing the power of choice.
Si estás, digamos, mal utilizando el poder de la acción.
And Maya is so clever that you don't notice
Y Maya es tan astuta que no te das cuenta
when it cheats you.
cuando ella te engaña.
And then you are not sure, are you just a victim of Maya or you are not sincere?
Y luego no estás seguro si eres una víctima de Maya o que no eres sincero.
And you have to examine yourself,
Y tienes que examinarte a ti mismo.
examine your motives.
Examina tu motivación.
In the material world, people use intelligence to create amazing things for sense gratification.
En el mundo material la gente utiliza la inteligencia para crear cosas maravillosas para la gratificación de los sentidos.
Even in the mode of goodness, there is amazing things that they discover.
Incluso en la modalidad de la bondad hay cosas maravillosas que inventan.
Like there is one book called The Biology of Belief.
Como hay un libro que se titula La biología de la creencia.
They did an experiment with patients who have knee problem.
No han experimentado con pacientes que tienen un problema en la rodilla.
And they told them, we will operate you.
Experimentaron con ese tipo de pacientes y les dijeron que les iban a operar de la rodilla.
They operated half of them, there was 20, they operated 10, and others they just wrapped the knee.
Y de los 20 que habían, operaron a la mitad, a 10, y a los otros simplemente les vendaron la rodilla.
And the recovery time was the same.
Y el tiempo de recuperación fue el mismo.
So they wanted to show how they believed that they were operated and that cured them.
Querían demostrar cómo que el hecho de hacerles creer que les habían operado, eso les curó.
So in the area of the mind, actually this is too loud for me, this carrot. It's just maybe she can do it in the air or something like this.
Okay.
So in the area of the mind, they also, how to use the mind, they discover amazing things, like about the belief.
Y en el área lo que respecta a la mente descubren cosas maravillosas como acerca del el poder de creer en algo.
And you know, you can see on the YouTube, people do amazing things.
Puedes ver en el YouTube cómo la gente hace cosas maravillosas, sorprendentes.
But the result of all these miracles is that they become more puffed up
Pero el resultado de todos estos milagros es que se vuelven más engreídos
and more proud.
y más orgullosos.
And people, they impress a small number of people, like 4 billion.
Y la gente impresiona a un pequeño número de personas, como 4.000 millones.
Actually, I don't know how many people have internet, but
No sé cuánta gente tiene internet,
but those who can see the miracle.
pero aquellos que pueden ver estos milagros.
This planet is small,
Este planeta es pequeño
and the number of people is small.
y el número de habitantes es pequeño.
And even if you are famous all over the world, that's actually very, very small.
Incluso si eres famoso en el mundo entero, realmente es poca cosa.
But for ordinary people, that's the goal.
Pero para la gente común ese es el objetivo.
That after I die, you remember my deeds.
Que después de que muera, recuerden mis actos.
And I'm famous
Y ser famoso,
even after I die.
incluso después de que muera.
And then I have a nice epitaph of my tombstone.
Y luego tengo una bonita epitafio, ¿no? en la lápida.
The same word, the epitaph. There is one epitaph that says he wanted to do great things, but his boss wouldn't let him.
Hay un epitafio que dice como él quería hacer grandes cosas, pero su jefe no le dejó.
Then there is another epitaph which says, don't think that this will not happen to you.
Otro epitafio dice, no pienses que esto no te va a pasar a ti.
So this man, even from his graveyard, he's joking.
Este hombre incluso desde la tumba está bromeando.
Tumba. And he actually, it's not actually a joke, it's true.
Y no es solo una broma, es una realidad.
You are looking at my tombstone and you are still alive, but you are also going to die.
Estás mirando mi lápida y todavía estás vivo, pero tú también vas a morir.
Or maybe someone wants to have a tombstone which says he was the 32nd President of the United States.
O quizá alguno quiera tener una lápida que diga que fue el 32º presidente de los Estados Unidos.
Or he was the King of Spain.
O fue el rey de España.
And in this way you can die happily.
Y de esta forma puedes morir tranquilo.
But you don't know where you are going.
Pero no sabes dónde vas.
So the development of the mind in the material world is used again for sense gratification.
El desarrollo de la mente en el mundo material se usa para la gratificación de los sentidos.
So material problems you will either solve or they will get worse.
Los problemas materiales o bien los solucionas o se van a poner peor.
But the greatest problem is that we don't want to serve Krishna.
Pero el mayor de los problemas es que no queremos servir a Krishna.
We want to serve our own senses.
Queremos servir nuestros propios sentidos.
And that creates problems.
Y eso genera problemas.
As soon as you identify with being a servant of Krishna in your intelligence,
Tan pronto como te identificas en tu inteligencia como sirviente de Krishna,
in your intelligence,
sí,
you become peaceful.
te vuelves pacífico.
Yashastra vidimutsrija vartate kama karataha na sasidima vapnoti na sukham na param gatim. Those who don't follow Shastra don't attain supreme destination, they don't attain happiness. Nasukam Napara, and they don't attain the supreme destination, happiness, Nasukam, and what did I say? Yes. Yeah, that's the supreme destination. Yashastra Nasasiddhi, they don't attain perfection also. Nasasiddhi Mavapnati.
Aquellos que no siguen el Shastra ni alcanzan la perfección, ni la felicidad, ni el destino supremo.
In another place it is said that they don't attain peace.
Y en otra parte se dice que no alcanzan la paz.
So how much do you believe in the scriptures?
¿Y cuánto creemos en las escrituras?
You can ask yourself on a scale of 1 to 10 how much you believe in the scriptures.
Puedes preguntarte en una escala de 1 a 10 cuánto crees en las escrituras.
So to have a developed intelligence means also to have faith in the Shastra.
Tener una inteligencia desarrollada también significa tener fe en el Shastra.
Because the Shastra is the intelligence.
Porque el Shastra es tu inteligencia.
So the Shastra is giving us intelligence.
El Shastra nos está dando inteligencia.
And that same intelligence is also in our heart.
Y esa misma inteligencia está en el corazón.
So the more intelligence is pure, the more you think of devotional service and not sense gratification.
Cuanto más pura es la inteligencia, más uno va a pensar en el servicio devocional y menos en la gratificación de los sentidos.
Now you can think
Ahora bien, uno puede pensar
of bona fide sense gratification,
en una gratificación de los sentidos genuinas,
but it is said that don't get attached to it.
pero se dice que no te apegues a ella.
Like we become attached to prasada,
Como nos apegamos al prasadam,
especially the one that is super delicious.
especialmente el que es súper delicioso.
And then sometimes we don't get it.
Y a veces no lo hay, no lo tenemos.
I have seen one devotee in a festival. There was a feast.
Vi un devoto en un festival, había una gran banquete
Nityananda's appearance,
en la aparición de Nityananda.
and she didn't have. Devotees were enjoying the feast like anything,
Los devotos estaban disfrutando la fiesta como nada.
and somehow the taste was taken away from her. She couldn't taste the feast.
Y esta devota de alguna forma no podía saborear la fiesta, como que le habían quitado el gusto, ¿no? El sabor.
Another devotee was serving everybody.
Otro devoto estaba sirviendo a todos.
After the huge fast,
Después del terrible ayuno,
I think it was fasting until dusk.
creo que se ayunaba hasta el atardecer.
Yeah. And there was nothing left for him.
Y no quedó nada para él.
Although he was serving so much, but somehow they took away in his plate also.
Aunque estaba sirviendo tanto, de alguna forma como que le sirvieron su plato.
And he was a little bit disturbed.
Y quedó un poco molesto.
But Krishna made an arrangement that after he accepted that there is no prasadam for him, especially rice,
Pero Krishna hizo un arreglo después de que él aceptó de que no había nada de prasadam para él, especialmente arroz.
somehow mystically another plate appeared,
De alguna forma mística apareció otro plato
and he got it.
y él lo cogió.
He's a nice devotee, my friend.
Es un buen devoto, amigo mío.
Joined a few days after me.
Se unió unos pocos días después de mí.
And now he has replaced Hridaya Chaitanya Prabhu as the temple president of Radhadesh.
Y ahora ha reemplazado o continuado como presidente del templo después de Hridaya Chaitanya Prabhu.
Manohar Prabhu.
Manohar Prabhu.
He was so dedicated in Radhadesh for so many years.
Ha estado tan entregado a Radhadesh durante tantos años.
But I remember in the early days, he really liked chutney mixed with rice.
Pero recuerdo muy al principio como le encantaba el chutney mezclado con arroz.
I was also attached to prasadam too much in the beginning.
Yo también estaba demasiado apegado al prasadam al principio.
And mainly my favorite preparations were all.
Y principalmente mis preparaciones favoritas eran todas.
So, we were absorbed in regulated sense gratification.
Estábamos absortos en una gratificación de los sentidos regulada.
Or one may become absorbed in the, religious sex.
O uno puede estar absorto en el sexo religioso.
I can't wait to make another child.
No puedo esperar para tener otro niño
And chant 50 rounds.
y cantarme 50 rondas.
And so the recommendation is that don't get attached even to regulated sense gratification.
La recomendación es no te apegues demasiado a la gratificación de los sentidos, aunque sea regulada.
And this attachment will be tested.
Y este apego se va a poner a prueba.
If you're attached to samosas,
Si estás apegado a las samosas,
and sometimes at the festival, just the last samosa you're looking and it's gone.
y en un festival así estás mirando la última samosa y de repente se la llevan.
How many of you have this experience?
¿Cuántos habéis experimentado esto?
You are just thinking, how can I get this maha, and it just disappears.
Estás diciendo, "Ay, ¿cómo puedo, me gustaría tener este maja y de repente desaparece?"
Me too, I have this
Yo
experience.
también he experimentado esto.
So Krishna is testing us sometimes.
Krishna a veces nos está poniendo a prueba.
Or sometimes we want so much somebody's appreciation or reciprocation.
O a veces queremos o deseamos tanto la apreciación o de alguien,
Maybe it's your family member or friend,
que es un familiar o un amigo,
but somehow Krishna doesn't inspire them.
pero de alguna otra forma Krishna no les inspira.
I sometimes like to see a reply on someone's email very much.
A veces me gustaría tanto recibir una respuesta en algún email de algunas personas,
Because I send very sincere email and and I'm expecting some reply.
porque envío un email muy sincero y espero alguna respuesta.
And that person is either dear to me or interesting.
O esa persona o bien es querida para mí o es interesante.
And then for months or for years, nothing.
Y a veces durante meses o años ninguna respuesta.
So then I discovered the system how to preach to myself about that shocking event.
Y luego encuentro un sistema para predicarme a mí mismo acerca de este suceso impactante.
That Krishna does not inspire that person to respond.
Que Krishna no ha inspirado a esa persona para responder.
So it's not only that person,
No solo es esa persona,
but it's also Krishna.
sino que es también Krishna.
So in this way you don't blame that person.
Y de esta forma no culpas a la persona.
Your mind wants to be heard.
Tu mente quiere ser escuchado.
But you say, no, this is Krishna.
Pero tú dices, no, esto es Krishna.
Now this doesn't mean you blame Krishna.
Esto no significa que culpes a Krishna.
But you just think that there must be something good in this.
Pero piensas que debe de haber algo bueno en todo esto.
So you can always find a way with your intelligence to calm your mind.
Siempre puedes encontrar la forma de calmar a la mente con tu inteligencia.
But we are experts in the art of agitating the mind.
Pues somos expertos en el arte de agitar la mente.
And we should become experts in the opposite.
Y debemos de volvernos expertos en lo contrario.
So, one thing we can practice is observe
Algo que podemos practicar es observar
our thinking, feeling, and willing.
nuestro pensar, sentir y desear.
Observe it like a neutral observer.
observarlo como un observador neutral
and then, assess it.
y luego evaluarlo.
What is in my mind today?
¿Qué hay en mi mente hoy?
Oh, so much agitation
O tanta agitación.
because of this and this and that.
Por esto y aquello.
What is in my mind today?
¿Qué hay hoy en mi mente?
So much jubilation.
Tanto júbilo,
It's a
es
festival.
un festival,
So many people coming.
tanta gente que viene.
Oh, today my mind is happy.
Oh, en mi mente hoy está feliz.
But this is rare.
Esto es raro.
It's only on festivals.
Solo sucede en festivales.
Now for others, festival day is the most difficult day in the year and you are most agitated.
Para otros el festival es el día más ocupado más del año y están muy perturbados.
So we have all heard the preaching, Prabhu, it's just the mind.
Todos hemos escuchado la prédica de que Prabhu es solo la mente.
And this is a very good preaching.
Y es una prédica muy buena,
But the problem is it doesn't work.
pero el problema es que no funciona.
Even when you tell a devotee that he's just the mind, he actually gets angry.
Entonces, cuando le dices a un devoto que es solo la mente, se enfada.
But devotee is supposed to understand he is not the mind.
Pero el devoto se supone que tiene que entender que no es la mente.
And many devotees do not understand they are not the mind.
Y muchos devotos no entienden que no son la mente.
Therefore they get disturbed.
Por eso se perturban.
But Gita says that intelligence is about the mind.
Pero Gita dice que la inteligencia está por encima de la mente.
And if we have enough knowledge, we can use it
Y si tenemos suficiente conocimiento, podemos utilizarlo
to control the mind, who is lower,
para controlar a la mente, que es inferior,
to make better choices.
para hacer mejores elecciones.
Sankalpa vikalpa. Anukulasya sankalpa pratikulasya varjanam. Accepting everything that is favorable and rejecting everything that is unfavorable.
Aceptar todo aquello que es favorable y rechazar lo que es desfavorable.
So intelligence discriminates between what is good or bad.
La inteligencia discrimina entre lo que es bueno y malo.
And you can ask yourself questions to activate your intelligence.
Y puedes hacerte preguntas para activar tu inteligencia.
What is best for me?
¿Qué es lo mejor para mí?
What shall I do?
¿Qué debería hacer?
What do I want?
¿Qué quiero?
If you don't know what you want,
Si no sabes lo que quieres,
be aware that you can choose what you want.
sé consciente de que puedes elegir lo que quieres.
Or if your desires are too general,
O si tus deseos son muy generales,
and then you say, I want to be happy.
dices, quiero ser feliz.
How?
¿Pero cómo?
Everybody wants to be happy.
Todos quieren ser felices.
The more specific you are, the easier it will be for you to attain happiness.
Cuanto más específico seas, más fácil será para ti alcanzar la felicidad.
I want to serve Krishna,
Quiero servir a Krishna.
but how?
¿Pero cómo?
I also want to fulfill my material needs in Varnashram Dharma,
También quiero satisfacer mis necesidades materiales en Varnashram
but
Dharma.
how?
¿Pero cómo?
You need guidance.
Necesitas guía.
First to discover your nature and then engage it.
Primero para descubrir tu naturaleza y luego ocuparte en ella.
So everything is there in the scriptures and we can get guidance from devotees,
Todo está ahí en las escrituras y podemos obtener guía de los devotos,
but this requires faith
pero esto requiere de fe
and intelligence.
e inteligencia.
So here it is recommended that in our mind is the Supreme Lord in multiple forms.
Aquí se menciona que en nuestra mente está el Señor en múltiples formas.
Actually, devotees are very fortunate,
De hecho, los devotos son muy afortunados,
but they are also unfortunate
pero también son desafortunados,
because we know and we don't do it.
porque sabemos pero no lo hacemos.
We know that the key to everything is to surrender to Krishna and to think of Krishna.
Sabemos que la clave de todo es rendirse a Krishna y pensar en Krishna y rendirse.
But we cannot do it.
Pero no podemos hacerlo.
Shastra says the only object of love should be Krishna.
El Shastra dice que el único objeto de amor debe ser Krishna.
And we say it's impossible.
Y decimos, es imposible.
I'm attached to my family.
Estoy apegado a mi familia,
friends.
amigos.
As we spoke with Jivatattva Prabhu the other day, society, friendship and love, that's actually bad.
Como hablé con Libertad Prabhu el otro día, de que la sociedad, amistad y amor es realmente malo.
If you want to lose the happiness of society, friendship and love, don't go to the bank of Yamuna.
Si quieres disfrutar de la sociedad, la amistad y el amor, no vayas a la orilla del Yamuna.
Because there is the Lord Tribanga
Porque ahí está el Señor Tribanga,
playing flute in his three-banded form.
tocando la flauta en su forma curvada en tres partes.
And he will attract you if you go there.
Y te va a atraer si vas ahí.
You will forget about society, friendship and love.
Te vas a olvidar de la sociedad, la amistad y el amor.
No, for so many years we were preaching against society, friendship and love.
Durante tantos años hemos estado predicando en contra de la sociedad, la amistad y el amor.
Or at least preaching about society, friendship and love was misunderstood.
O por lo menos que la prédica de la sociedad, la amistad y amor sea mal interpretada, mal entendida.
Now, last few years I'm preaching about devotee care, and that means society, friendship and love.
En los últimos años estoy predicando acerca del cuidado del devoto y eso significa la sociedad, la amistad y amor.
So if you have my lectures from the 90s and my lectures now, you will say you are crazy.
Si escuchas, por ejemplo, mis clases de los 90 y las de ahora, pensaréis que este se ha vuelto loco.
Crazy?
Loco,
Loco. Loco.
loco.
It's easy to remember. Now we want society, friendship and love.
Ahora queremos sociedad, amistad y amor.
This is why we need Varnashram Dharma.
Y por eso necesitamos Varnashram Dharma.
Varnashram Dharma is an intelligence system created by the Lord.
Varnashram Dharma es un sistema inteligente creado por el Señor.
I may create Gita coaching, but this is something that I invented.
Yo puedo haber creado el Gita Coaching, pero esto es algo que yo he inventado.
We can create so many projects of devotee care.
Podemos crear tantos proyectos de cuidado del devoto.
You know, psychotherapy,
Psicoterapia,
aromatherapy,
aromaterapia,
incense therapy,
terapia de incienso.
Incense. Then, what are the other therapies? Massage therapy.
Masajes,
Risoterapia.
Which?
Risoterapia.
Laughing therapy.
They are very, very common now.
Okay. And you know, all kinds of ways of helping people.
todo tipo de formas de ayudar a la gente.
But Krishna has given a system of Varnashram Dharma
Pero Krishna ha dado el sistema de Varnashram Dharma,
where you find your Varna and you find your ashrama.
donde encuentras tu Varna y tu Ashrama.
But nowadays we don't have clear ashramas.
Pero hoy en día no tenemos ashramas claros.
We have brahmachari playboys.
Tenemos playboys brahmachari.
We have white sannyasis.
Tenemos sannyasis en blanco.
We have a ghost ashrama
Tenemos el ashram de los fantasmas,
where you don't know which ashram you are.
donde no sabes qué ashram eres.
We have confused ashrama.
Tenemos el ashram de los confusos.
All kinds of mixture, not clear brahmachari, grihastha, vanaprastha, sannyasi.
Todo tipo de mezclas de brahmachari, grihastha, vanaprastha y sannyasi.
Then we have also mixed varnas.
Luego también tenemos varnas mixtos.
We have brahmana shudra,
Tenemos el brahmana shudra,
preacher who is also entertainer.
el predicador que también es un... Sí,
Entertainer.
se me olvidó la palabra. Sí, un showman, animador.
Animador,
sí.
sí. And sometimes he's teaching, sometimes he making a show.
A veces está instruyendo y a veces está haciendo un show.
Or sometimes he's merging the two and teaching by making a show.
Y a veces combina los dos y instruye o enseña haciendo un show.
Maybe you have a pujari who is also an amazing Vaishya.
A veces tienes un pujari que es un Vaishya maravilloso.
Really likes to make money.
Realmente le gusta ganar dinero.
Money, 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 money is the honey.
Money. Dinero es la miel.
Yeah, this is not a song by ABBA
No es una canción de ABBA,
from Sweden.
de Suecia.
This is from the Bhagavatam.
Esto es del Bhagavatam.
Prahlad Maharaj says money is the honey for materialists.
Srimad Maharaj dice que el dinero es la miel para los materialistas.
But of course, Hare Krishna Pujari is not a materialist.
Por supuesto, el Pujari Hare Krishna no es un materialista.
He wants money for Krishna,
Quiere dinero para Krishna.
but he likes to make money.
Pero le gusta hacer dinero.
And he likes to either have cash or credit card always in his pocket.
Y le gusta bien tener dinero metálico de la tarjeta de crédito en el bolsillo.
So we Kali Yuga people are so mixed up.
La gente en Kali Yuga estamos tan mezclados.
How we are gonna to define our ashrama and varna?
¿Cómo vamos a definir nuestro varna, nuestro
Well,
ashram?
we have this mystical question for Jiva Tattva Prabhu.
Cuando tenemos estas preguntas místicas para Jivatala Prabhu.
How to discover your varna and have clear understanding.
Cómo averiguar tu varna y tener una comprensión clara.
So we will ask him later.
Más tarde le vamos a preguntar.
Maybe he will write about it.
Quizá escriba acerca de ello.
But this is an interesting way to approach devotee care.
Pero esta es una forma interesante de acercarse al cuidado del devoto.
Devotee care, we have a monthly meeting called Devotee Care Spain online.
Tenemos una reunión mensual llamada Cuidado del Devoto en España a través de internet.
And we, at the moment, we are having interview with every member to get to know each other.
Por el momento estamos entrevistándonos con cada miembro para conocernos unos a otros.
And also we are getting to know each other when there is an opportunity, when we meet each other.
Y también cuando nos encontramos físicamente, pues nos conocemos más unos a otros.
And having some training also, how to help people.
Y también teniendo algo de formación de cómo ayudar a la gente.
And trying to organize, I think, our first live meeting.
Y tratando de organizar nuestra primera reunión física.
And even at the end, we have mantra rock.
Incluso al final de la sesión tenemos mantra rock.
The member requests music at the end. The members.
Los miembros piden que haya música al final.
But our idea is to actually create great enthusiasm for devotee care throughout Spain.
Nuestra idea realmente es crear un gran entusiasmo por el cuidado del devoto en España.
As Yadunandan Maharaj wants to have 52 Bhaktivedanta centers, we want to have at least 52 devotee care teams.
Tal como Yadunandan Maharaj quiere tener 52 institutos Bhaktivedanta en España, nosotros queremos tener 52 equipos de cuidado del devoto como mínimo.
But we are not in competition, we are in cooperation.
Pero no estamos en una competición, es una cooperación.
At the last meeting in New Vrajamandala, we decided to work together with the institute.
En la última reunión en la Ramanda decidimos de trabajar junto con el instituto.
And we want to prepare something very nice for you
Y queremos preparar algo muy bueno para vosotros,
that will facilitate your preaching
que os ayude en vuestra prédica
and cultivating people,
y en cultivar a la gente.
and even to cultivating yourself.
Incluso cultivarte a ti mismo.
It's a plan of development of the individual.
Es un plan de desarrollo del individuo.
This plan will cover
Y este plan va a cubrir
from the time you join ISKCON, from the time you get in touch with ISKCON to the time you go back to Godhead.
desde que entres en contacto con ISKCON hasta que te vas de vuelta a Dios.
So all these phases will be defined.
Y todas estas fases se van a definir.
This is the proper use of intelligence, to plan the development of the individual.
Ese es el uso correcto de la inteligencia, de planificar el desarrollo del individuo.
And you can plan your own development also in a systematic way.
Y también puedes desarrollar tu propio a ti mismo de una forma sistemática.
Using systems and structures is also the use of intelligence.
Utilizar sistemas y estructuras es un uso de la inteligencia.
So this will be very nice. You will always know where your people are, the people you are guiding.
Y de esta forma la gente a la que estás guiando podrá saber dónde están.
And you will also know where you are.
Y también sabrás dónde estás tú.
Maybe now you are in the Vanaprastha stage.
Quizá ahora estés en la etapa de Vanaprastha.
Maybe you are preparing to die.
Quizá estás preparándote para morir.
Or maybe you are preparing to start a new preaching project.
O quizás estás empezando un nuevo programa de prédica.
Maybe you are preparing to join a future old age home.
Quizás estás preparándote para entrar en una residencia para ancianos,
Which will be very dynamic.
que sería muy dinámico.
It will train old preachers, old people to be preachers
Entrenaría a las personas mayores para ser predicadores,
and to be wise people in the society.
que fueran personas sabias en la sociedad.
There is a shocking statement by Prabhupada
Hay una declaración muy impactante de Prabhupada
which says that when you get older, you should work more, not less.
que dice que cuando te haces mayor debes de trabajar más, no menos.
You know, when you get older, you get more easily exhausted.
Cuando uno se hace mayor se cansa más fácilmente.
So how we understand that statement?
Entonces, ¿cómo podemos entender esta declaración?
Maybe you don't work necessarily physically more,
Quizá no trabajes físicamente más,
but you work with your mind
pero trabajas con tu mente
and with your heart.
y con tu corazón.
Especially older devotees should show love,
Especialmente los devotos mayores deberían demostrar amor,
more love.
más amor.
Grandmothers, grandfathers.
Abuelos y abuelas.
We need more grandmothers and grandfathers.
Necesitamos más abuelos y abuelas.
So when the parents chastise the children, they can go to grandparents and complain.
Para que cuando los padres riñan a los niños pueden ir a los abuelos a quejarse.
And your child comes and says, my parents say I am a rascal.
Y que los niños van a los abuelos y les dicen que mis padres son unos sinvergüenzas. Ah, perdón.
And you may say, you may be a rascal, but I still love you.
Y ellos dirán que puede que seas un sinvergüenza, pero aún así te quiero.
Or something softer.
O algo más suave.
That's too heavy,
Sí,
maybe.
es muy heavy, no es sinvergüenza muy pesado.
So you console them.
Así que les consuelas
And then you say, I will cook your favorite soup,
y les dices, te voy a cocinar tu sopa favorita,
or your favorite ice cream.
o tu helado favorito.
So you pacify your grandchild.
Y calmas a tu nieto.
Then devotees also sometimes get disturbed.
Los devotos a veces también se perturban.
I used to do one thing during festivals.
Yo solía hacer algo en los festivales.
First get some of the best maha,
Primero guardar algo del mejor maha,
then look who is fried in the
Luego-
crowd of the devotees.
ver quién está más frito entre todos los devotos.
You know, it's an ecstatic day
Es un día extático
and everybody is happy, but there is always few people who are fried.
y todo el mundo está contento, pero siempre hay unos cuantos que están fritos, así como rayados.
And then I give them this piece of maha that they didn't expect.
Significa que están así como molestos y mal, ¿no? Y entonces el día siguiente y luego les da a estas personas los mejores ofrendas de Mahaprasad.
And usually it brings a smile on their face.
Y normalmente trae una sonrisa a su rostro.
Today is a celebration day, why should you worry?
Hoy es un día de celebración, ¿por qué deberías preocuparte?
But how did you know?
Pero ¿cómo lo sabes?
I'm frightened because the last Maha Samosa has disappeared.
Estoy rayado porque la última samosa maja ha desaparecido.
Well, that's because I took them.
Eso es porque yo la cogí.
Oh, you took them.
Ah, tú las cogiste, ¿eh?
Yeah, because I'm looking for those who are frightened,
Sí, porque estoy buscando a esos que están fritos
to make them smile.
para hacerles reír.
So it was a good synergy.
Una buena sinergia.
You lost it, I got it,
Tú lo has perdido, yo lo he cogido
and brought it to you.
y te lo he traído.
Krishna is playing with you.
Krishna está jugando contigo.
So you can look, now maybe you will say, oh my God, that's too much.
Ahora quizás puedes decir que eso es demasiado.
But what you can do, you have a nice board here.
Lo que puedes hacer es tener aquí un bonito tablón.
You can write, if you have problems,
Puedes escribir, si tienes problemas,
come to me.
ven a mí.
Rasamrita Devidasi.
La sangre de vida, sí.
And then see what happens.
Y luego mire lo que pasa.
I'm sure that the God of problems would be happy with you.
Estoy seguro de que el Dios de los problemas estará contento contigo.
Because you will take the burden off his back.
Porque le vas a quitar la carga de su espalda.
So we invite people who have problems.
Así pues invitamos a la gente que tiene problemas.
That's devotee care.
Eso es el cuidado del devoto.
I put it a little bit differently.
Yo lo presento de una forma un poco diferente.
I say, if you have goals or challenges, come to me.
Yo digo, si tienes metas o desafíos, ven a mí.
Yesterday, one devotee from here told me, I want to speak with you about my problems.
Ayer un devoto de aquí me dijo que quiero hablar contigo de mis problemas.
And when I hear the word problem, I become really, really ecstatic.
Y cuando escucho la palabra problema, me vuelvo realmente extático.
Because I don't believe there are problems.
Porque no creo que hayan problemas.
I believe there is only opportunities
Creo que solo hay oportunidades
or challenges.
o desafíos.
You know, let's eat it up,
Vamos a comernos el mundo,
chew it,
masticarlo
and spit it out.
y escupirlo.
We want problems.
Queremos problemas.
We want problems.
Queremos problemas.
Vale.
Because we have been trained for so many years to be strong.
Porque hemos sido educados durante tantos años para ser fuertes.
Now, a few days ago, I was driving with one devotee,
Hace unos pocos días estaba conduciendo, llevando un devoto.
the devotee was bringing me to the station.
Me estaba llevando a la estación.
The devotee said, we are strong.
El devoto dijo, somos fuertes.
And I said, we are not strong.
Yo dije, no somos fuertes.
Without Krishna, we are nothing.
Sin Krishna no somos nadie.
Even Arjuna lost his power.
Incluso Arjuna perdió su poder.
So our motivational pep talk is different.
Así que nuestra motivación...
Our motivational pep talk is a motivational talk.
Okay. Nuestra motivación es diferente.
We say, anything is possible
Nosotros decimos que todo es posible
with Krishna.
con Krishna.
And in the material world, they say, I can do anything.
Y en el mundo material dicen, yo puedo hacer cualquier cosa.
Whatever you desire, you can do.
Cualquier cosa que quieras la puedes hacer.
We say the same,
Nosotros decimos lo mismo.
but then we say, if Krishna agrees.
Luego añadimos si Krishna está de acuerdo.
Just add Krishna.
Simplemente hay que añadir a Krishna.
So you have so many customers outside.
Tenemos tantos clientes ahí fuera.
People have problems or they think so.
La gente tiene problemas o eso piensan.
Your job is to tell them you don't have problems.
Nuestro trabajo es decirles que no tienen problemas,
You are lucky,
que son afortunados,
you have opportunities.
tienes oportunidades.
And then show them how to turn it around.
Y luego enseñarles cómo darle la vuelta.
What opportunities lie in this problem?
¿Qué oportunidad hay en este problema?
And then if they come to you between 3 and 6 times with problems, they will know, oh my God, if I go to this guy, he will say I don't have problems.
Y luego si ellos vienen a ti 3 o 6 veces con sus problemas, al final dirán, este siempre me dice que no tengo problemas.
So if they want to enjoy being a victim, they will avoid you.
Así que si quieren disfrutar siendo una víctima, al final te van a evitar.
But if they want to be happy, they will come to you.
Pero si quieren ser felices, vendrán a ti.
Because they know this guy, he doesn't see problems.
Porque saben que esta persona no ve problemas.
And in this way, you can help them to feel better and be better.
Y de esta forma puedes ayudarles a que se sientan mejor y a que sean mejores.
Why you are not happy?
¿Por qué no eres feliz?
Because happiness starts with be.
Porque la felicidad empieza con ser.
If you want to feel better, you have to be better.
Si quieres sentirte mejor, tienes que ser mejor.
Because you are not good enough still, you don't feel good.
Porque todavía no eres lo suficientemente bueno, no te sientes bien.
If you want to feel good, you have to be good.
Si quieres sentirte bien, tienes que estar bien, ser.
So it always go back to working on yourself, not on others.
Que finalmente siempre se trata de trabajar con a ti mismo y no hacia los demás.
Many people have a wrong conception that if I change others, I will be happy.
Mucha gente tiene el concepto erróneo de que si cambio a los demás seré feliz.
You start with ISKCON leaders.
Empiezas con los líderes de ISKCON.
Now that's impossible. How can you change ISKCON leaders?
Ahora esto es imposible. ¿Cómo vas a cambiar los
Then you want to
líderes
change
de
your
ISKCON?
temple president.
¿Cómo quieres cambiar a tu presidente de templo?
This is also not easy.
Eso tampoco es fácil.
You want to change your husband or wife.
Quieres cambiar a tu marido o tu mujer.
This is most difficult.
Esto es lo más difícil.
But there is one more difficult thing.
Pero todavía hay una cosa más difícil.
You want to change your child.
Quieres cambiar tus niños
And you achieve the opposite.
y obtienes lo contrario.
Try to change your child and your child will become exactly the opposite of what you want.
Trata de cambiar a tu hijo y se va a convertir exactamente en lo contrario de lo que querías.
Unless your child is an angel
A menos que tu hijo sea un ángel
and wants to improve.
y quiera mejorar.
So, Michael Jackson says, look at the man in the mirror.
¿Quién dice esto?
Michael Jackson.
Michael Jackson dice, mira al hombre que está en el espejo.
This guy has to change, not anybody else.
Este se tiene que cambiar y no ningún otro.
This is confirmed by Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur.
Esto lo confirma Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur.
He said, if you think that anybody should be reformed, you need a reform.
Si piensas que alguien necesita reformarse, tú necesitas reformarte.
It's better to chant your japa than criticize others.
Es mejor cantar tu japa que criticar a otros.
When you catch your mind criticizing others, then you say, I'm wasting my time, I should be chanting my japa.
Cuando te das cuenta de que tu mente está criticando a otros, uno piensa que estoy perdiendo el tiempo, debería de estar cantando a mí.
Now maybe you have developed art of chanting and at the same time criticizing.
Ahora quizás hayáis desarrollado el arte de cantar y al mismo tiempo criticar.
Now that is not good japa.
Eso no es un buen japa.
When you chant japa, 16 rounds, don't do anything else, Hari Bhakti Vilas says.
Cuando cantas el japa, las 16 rondas, no hagas ninguna otra cosa, dice Hari Bhakti Vilas.
You can chant with doing something after you finish 16 rounds.
Puedes cantar haciendo algo después de que hayas cantado 16 rondas.
But chanting and doing 16 rounds and doing something is not good.
Pero cantar las 16 rondas y hacer algo al mismo tiempo no es bueno.
Because your concentration is not 100%.
Porque tu concentración no es del 100%.
So this chanting mixed with activity you can do later when you finish 16 rounds.
Este canto mezclado con una actividad lo puedes hacer después de cantar las 16 rondas.
How do we pay price of success?
¿Cómo se paga el precio del éxito?
On every beat.
En cada cuenta.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare Hare,
Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
The mind may say, oh, you have to do so many things.
La mente puede que diga, uy, tienes que hacer tantas cosas.
And then you say to the mind, thank you for sharing.
Y luego le dices a la mente, gracias por compartir,
No thanks.
pero no gracias.
I have to finish my rounds.
Tengo que terminar mis rondas.
Hare Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare.
Hare Hare Rama, Hare Rama.
Rama, Rama, Hare.
Pay the price on every bead,
Paga el precio en cada cuenta.
and you will be happy, and you will be happy,
Serás feliz
and you will not criticize.
y no criticarás.
This is the pathway to success,
Este es el camino hacia el éxito.
and this is the proper use of intelligence.
Y es el uso adecuado de la inteligencia.
How I can advance,
¿Cómo puedo yo avanzar?
not why others are imperfect.
No porque los demás son imperfectos.
Try it, and you will see how your spiritual life takes off.
Inténtalo y verás cómo tu vida espiritual despega.
Use your mind to improve yourself, not others.
Usa tu mente para mejorarte a ti mismo, no a
Then,
otros.
by your example, you will inspire others to change themselves.
Por tu ejemplo, inspirarás a otros a que se cambien a sí mismos.
And always give hope.
Y siempre da esperanza.
This is the duty of a preacher and a trusted guide.
Este es el deber de un predicador y un guía de confianza.
Always give hope
Siempre da esperanza.
and inspire people.
Inspira a la gente.
Thank you very much. Do we have one question?
Una pregunta.
2 questions. Who is first? 3.
4.
She was
Four.
Okay.
Oh,
You are first, okay.
Okay, so, okay, we can have big devotees, okay, you know this mind, but isn't it a kind of impersonalism? Because we have emotions, we are thinking, feeling. So you say, just your mind and forget about it. So it's not denying we also have an universal incarnation. So we are also in the personality. So we have to take it into account sometimes.
But all these things, thinking, feeling, and willing, are present also on the spiritual platform.
Yeah.
So you are not telling people to not think, feel, and will, but to change the quality of thinking, feeling, and willing. And it's not impersonal, it's very personal. It's more personal than being materially absorbed in thinking, feeling, and willing. That's impersonal, because you are neglecting the soul. So, but we need a bridge, and we need people to learn how to spiritualize thinking, how to spiritual feelings, how to spiritualize willing, and help them with that, to do this transformation from the caterpillar to a butterfly.
Maybe I should translate.
Oh, sorry.
Ya. Ahora pregunta.
Que la pregunta era como que decirle así a la mente, ¿no? Que eso es la mente, ¿no? Y como cortar ese pensar, sentir, desear, ¿no? Como que si no es algún tipo de impersonalismo, ¿no? Y la pregunta menciona como que ese pensar, sentir, desear también existe en el plano espiritual, ¿no? Lo que hay que hacer es ayudar a la gente o simplemente como llevar ese pensar, sentir y desear al plano espiritual, ¿no? Que realmente es personal, porque es del alma, ¿no? Pero realmente el otro sentir, pensar y desear es más impersonal, porque no tiene relación con el alma, ¿no? Sino entonces cómo conectar esos pensar, sentir y desear con el nivel espiritual. Transformar.
Very good. Nice.
And that's why we want to develop spiritual exchanges between devotees.
Por eso queremos tener estos intercambios espirituales entre los devotos.
Encourage devotees to love everyone, but not in a sentimental way.
Animar a los devotos a amarse unos a otros, pero no de una forma sentimental.
So you can, when you put Krishna in the center, then you can love unlimitedly everyone.
Cuando pones a Krishna al centro, puedes amar a cualquiera de forma ilimitada.
You are not afraid of becoming improperly attached.
No tienes miedo de apegarte de una forma inapropiada.
Yeah, inappropriately, exactly, you translate better. That's the word I wanted to use, inappropriately attached.
Apegado de forma inapropiada.
So we are also attached to devotees, but it's all related to Krishna.
También estamos apegados a los devotos, pero todo está en relación con Krishna.
And therefore it's pure.
Y por eso es puro.
And we don't want to exploit them.
Y no queremos explotarlos.
We want, I mean, what you are attached to when you are attached to someone,
¿A qué estás apegado cuando estás apegado a alguien?
You may be attached to enjoying that person,
Puede que estés apegado a disfrutar de esa persona,
or you may be attached to serving that person.
o puedes estar apegado a servir a esa persona.
This is how you can assess your attachment.
Así es como puedes evaluar tu apego
And purify it.
y purificarlo.
Is that okay?
¿Está bien?
Is that okay?
Yeah.
Yeah? Okay. Yeah.
En la clase se ha hablado sobre la inteligencia. Voy a ir despacio por aquí.
You in the lecture was mentioned about intelligence,
Y voy a hacer dos preguntas sobre la inteligencia.
and I have two questions about intelligence.
Hay una teoría que dice que todos los seres humanos nacemos inteligentes,
There's one theory that says that all human beings we are born with intelligence,
pero de acuerdo al medio donde nos desarrollamos, cultivamos o descultivamos esa inteligencia.
but according to the environment in which we grow up, we cultivate or uncultivate that
Yes.
intelligence.
Yes.
Yo tengo un amigo que lo conocí cuando tenía 9 años.
I have a friend, I met him when I was 9 years old.
Era tan inteligente que la gente lo llamaba Pequeño Newton.
He was so intelligent that people called him Little Newton.
Ese niño fue creciendo, es hijo de una devota, fue creciendo, pero estaba muy apegado a la complacencia sensorial.
And that boy grew up. He was the son of a devotee, but he was very attached to sensual gratification.
Yo siempre recomendé a él, no aconsejé, porque los únicos que aconsejan son sus padres, le recomendé que aprendiese cosas para servir mejor a Krishna.
I always recommended him to learn things to serve better Krishna.
Hizo una cosa muy inteligente, a los 20 años tomó iniciación
He did something very intelligent. At 20, he got initiated,
y actualmente es mi hermano espiritual.
and now he's my spiritual brother.
Él tiene ahora 26 años,
Now he's 26,
pero no ha desarrollado su inteligencia de la forma que a mí me hubiese gustado para servir mejor a Krishna.
but he has not developed intelligence in the way I desired, so he could serve better Krishna.
Mi primera pregunta relacionada con la inteligencia ¿es correcto la teoría de que si todos nacemos inteligentes, desarrollamos nuestra inteligencia pura? Inteligencia pura sería servir a Krishna, de acuerdo al medio.
So, first question, it is correct that we are all born with an intelligence, and we develop the pure intelligence to serve Krishna according to the environment.
Mi segunda pregunta, ¿por qué hijos de demonios son devotos puros e hijos de devotos puros no son devotos puros?
And the second question is why the children of demons are devotees, and the children of devotees, they are not devotees sometimes.
So that's the question.
Yes.
That's the only question. What's the
No,
first question?
The first question is if it is correct, this theory, that people born with the intelligence and
It's developed according to environment.
Yes.
Well, environment definitely helps, but it also has to do with your desire.
Desde luego que el medio es determinante o ayuda, pero también va en relación con el deseo de cada uno.
Like devotee children, they grow up in a wonderful environment.
Como los hijos de los devotos crecen en un medio maravilloso
Of Krishna consciousness.
de conciencia de Krishna,
But because they have material desires, then they go away.
pero debido a que tienen deseos materiales, se apartan
They don't develop their original pure intelligence.
y no desarrollan su inteligencia original pura.
But everybody has pure intelligence as a pure spirit soul.
Pero todo el mundo, como un alma espiritual pura, tiene una inteligencia pura.
It's just dormant. It's asleep.
Simplemente está durmiendo, está cubierto.
So by the process of Krishna consciousness, you awaken it.
Y por el proceso de conciencia de Krishna lo despiertas.
And other qualities also.
Y otras cualidades también.
So environment is essential.
El medio es algo esencial.
That's why we are here in the Association of Devotees. We want to awaken our pure intelligence.
Por eso estamos aquí, en la compañía de los devotos, porque queremos despertar nuestra inteligencia.
Every day we hear something in the class or read something that is awakening that intelligence.
Cada día escuchamos algo en la clase o leemos algo que despierta esa inteligencia.
Now, why devotees get born in the family of demons and vice versa?
Y ahora, ¿por qué los devotos nacen en familias de demonios o viceversa?
I think it's according to their karma,
Pienso que es de acuerdo a su karma
and also it's an arrangement of the Lord to show the power of devotional service.
y también es un arreglo del Señor para mostrar la potencia del servicio devocional
And to show also that the Lord doesn't interfere with our free will.
y para mostrar que el Señor no interfiere en nuestro libre albedrío.
But if one is a demon and born in a devoted family,
Si uno es un demonio nacido en una familia de devotos,
he will get some purification by being in that family.
él va a tener una purificación por haber nacido en esa familia.
Because from the very early age he will eat prasadam,
Porque desde una temprana edad va a tomar prasadam,
he will chant, he will hear or chant the holy name,
va a escuchar o cantar el santo nombre,
he will listen to Krishna Katha,
escuchará Krishna Katha,
he will make some advancement.
hará algún avance.
And if a devotee is born in the family of demons like Prahlad Maharaj,
Y si un devoto nace en una familia de demonios como Prahlad Maharaj,
then his father will have a great benefit.
entonces su padre tendrá un gran beneficio.
Prahlad prayed to Nishingadev to save his father.
Prahlad oró a Nishingadev que salvara a su padre.
That's a big thing.
Es algo importante.
And then his father got liberation also.
Y su padre obtuvo la liberación también.
So these are different arrangements of the Lord.
Son diferentes arreglos del Señor.
But my understanding is that all glorifies the power of devotional service.
Pero mi entendimiento es que todo esto glorifica la potencia del servicio
And
devocional
its transformative power.
y su poder de transformar.
So this is what I can say.
Eso es lo que puedo decir.
Okay. Jai.
Yo quería hacer un segundito, que proponerle, si él a las 6:30 o algo así, podría hacer otra clase por la tarde. You can give the class this evening. You can make some. ¿Alguien va a venir para la clase de...?
Yo no puedo traducir eso.
No te preocupes, pero por la tarde podemos tener clase de Bhagavad Gita. ¿Alguien está interesado? Bueno, pues there are some devotees who are interested in you give class this evening. 6:30 is good for
6:30?
you?
Yeah, yeah.
Sorry, it's because I have to go.
I have to see actually in my little red planner because I scheduled some sessions, but I can change it. So I can give class any day when you want me, in the evening also.
Yeah.
And even if only few devotees are there, I can give class.
Okay. Because I have to go.
Yes.
I can consult with all the devotees now here present.
Yeah.
Entonces, thank you. Because I have
Okay.
other things to do. So.
Thank you. Yeah, if you can invite the people.
Yes. Okay.
Thank you. Yes, Prabhu.
Yo llevo ahora. Vale. Okay.
Yo entiendo que el alma tiene una mente espiritual,
I understand that the soul has a spiritual mind.
Yeah.
pero cuando el alma entra en contacto con la materia, adquiere una mente material.
And when the soul enters in contact with the material nature, acquires a material mind.
Yeah.
En la Bhagavad Gita, Krishna describe esa mente como de células de sus energías inferiores separadas.
In the Bhagavad Gita, Krishna describes his mind as his inferior, separate energy.
Pero nunca la describe como ser una persona, sino una energía inferior.
But never describes it as being a person, just as a inferior energy.
La energía inferior es energía muerta.
So inferior energy is dead energy.
Entonces, cuando hablamos de la mente, ¿cómo decimos que la mente siente? Si solamente pueden sentir los seres.
So when we speak about the mind, how do we say that the mind feels if only the living beings can feel from living?
When you feel through material mind, then you are in your conditioned state.
Cuando sientes a través de la mente material, estás en el estado condicionado
And you misunderstand everything.
y entiendes todo de forma errónea.
It's a covering.
Es una cubierta,
It is material energy and it covers the spiritual,
es energía material y cubre lo espiritual,
covers the consciousness.
cubre la conciencia.
And then you identify.
Y luego te identificas.
False ego is described as one of the functions of the mind.
El ego falso se describe como una de las funciones de la mente.
You can study the analysis in the third canto of Kapila Dev's teachings.
Puedes estudiar el análisis en las instrucciones de Kapila Dev en el tercer canto.
This is good to understand actually.
Es algo bueno. de
How we
entender
are entangled in matter
cómo estamos enredados en la materia
and these coverings, how they work.
y cómo funcionan estas cubiertas.
Mind is a dead matter,
Vale, la mente es materia muerta,
but actually we experience it as a voice
pero realmente lo experimentamos como una voz
that is telling us so much
que
nonsense.
nos está diciendo tantas tonterías.
So that's the arrangement of the Lord's energies to keep us in illusion.
Ese es el arreglo de las energías del Señor para mantenernos en la ilusión.
Through the agency of the mind, Maya is talking to us
A través de la mente, Maya nos está hablando
and telling us you can enjoy, you can control,
y diciéndonos, puedes disfrutar, puedes controlar,
try harder,
inténtalo más duro,
try more,
inténtalo más.
believe in Hollywood,
Cree en Hollywood,
find your prince or princess.
encuentra a tu príncipe azul.
And we believe it.
Y nos lo creemos,
We hope
mantenemos la esperanza
that we will find a perfect lover,
de que encontraremos el amante perfecto,
life after life,
vida tras vida,
and it doesn't happen.
pero no sucede.
So once we understand that there is no perfect lover except God,
Una vez entendemos que no existe el amante perfecto, excepto Dios,
our ascendance or taking off starts.
nuestra ascensión o despegue empieza.
So mind looks like alive.
Así que puede que parezca como algo vivo.
That's why I am saying, step aside and look at the mind objectively.
Por eso digo, apártate a un lado y observa la mente objetivamente.
What is my mind doing?
¿Qué está haciendo mi mente?
I'm not the mind.
No soy la mente.
This is a good exercise
Es un buen ejercicio
to become detached
para desapegarse
from the conditioned mind.
de la mente condicionada.
And then give your mind engagement
Y luego darle a tu mente una ocupación,
to think of the service,
que piense en el servicio,
to think of helping others,
que piense en ayudar a otros
of spreading the message.
o difundir el mensaje.
And then the mind will become purified.
Luego la mente se va a purificar.
Okay?
No lo veo acá. Yo quería hacer una observación. A veces, desde el estado de neutralidad, si el alma puede ubicarse ahí, puede observar manifestaciones psíquicas que provienen de la mente material, la mente que está influenciada por las modalidades.
Sometimes
If the soul is in a state of neutrality, then can observe the psychical change of the mind.
Entonces,
if the soul can be in a state of neutrality, cannot observe the psychical
Psychic movements.
of the
Psychic
mind.
movements.
Yes.
Okay,
Can so be?
influence por
Yes.
ignorant passion.
Entonces, desde ese estado de neutralidad, que tú observas esas manifestaciones psíquicas que no son tuyas, tú puedes identificarte o no.
So from that state, where you can observe these psychical manifestations that are not yours, you can identify with them or not.
Psychic.
Yes, minds,
Psychic
minds transformation.
It's like this. It's like this. You do like this. You can put it. It's like this. You do like this mentally.
Uno hace así mentalmente.
You jump and then you look at the movements of the mind.
Saltas y ves los movimientos de la mente.
When you jump like this, you jump into goodness.
Cuando saltas así, saltas a la bondad.
And then you can observe the passion and ignorance of the mind.
Y puedes observar la pasión y la ignorancia de la
You can
mente.
see, actually, I'm not this nonsense.
Puedes ver que no soy estas cosas.
You can do this many times. It's self-awareness exercise.
Puedes hacer esto muchas veces. Es un ejercicio de autoconciencia.
Imagine you are here with your mind and you are looking at yourself from here, at somebody else.
Imagínate que estás ahí con la mente y estás observando como si fueras otra persona.
You can exactly see how you feel, what you think,
Puedes ver exactamente lo que sientes, lo que piensas
and see that you are
y ver
detached from this.
de que estás desapegado de esto.
Me ha acabado. De hecho, la pregunta.
Yo lo siento mucho, pero tengo que... I have to leave.
Okay.
You can go
I
on.
will try to translate it. I didn't finish it.
Oh, okay.
So I said, when the soul can put himself in the neutral state, he can see the psychical movement of the material mind.
Yes.
Okay. From that point, you can identify with this or not identify.
Yeah.
If you keep yourself in the spiritual platform, you can see this is for me. This is a difference. Okay. But even if you are in the neutral state, and you can see that some feelings are there, and the feelings are not yours, are the feelings from the mind. So this is the first question I made you. How is it possible that the mind has feelings if the mind is not a person? Because when you are in the neutral state, you can see the feelings different from you, and the feelings are there. So then the person is the same. How can the mind have feelings if it's not a person? Are you
Because
understanding?
this is the arrangement of Maya, that this false identification. Like false ego, you are not, we are not, false ego means false identification.
No, I'm not speaking about if you are false identified or not. I'm speaking about that the feelings are there. How it is possible that the mind can show feeling if the mind is not a person?
By the arrangement of Krishna's energy. You get that impression. Krishna, Maya makes it look real. This is how it happens. Maya makes unreal look real. Like, if you start to identify with the body, you think, well, this is me, this is real, and everything is, this is reality, the trees and everything. But actually it's not, because it will vanish. It's not eternal. It will be destroyed, and it will become nothing, or it will transform into other forms. Looks like real, but it's not real. Maya has this power to make unreal look real. And what you are describing is just part of her whole show. That feelings are so real, or I'm in love. But people start to question this, even those who are not devotees. There is one book called I Need Your Love, Is It True?
What's that?
I Need Your Love, Is It True?
What is that?
I Need Your Love, Is It True?
Necesito tu amor si es verdadero, ¿no?
Sí, eso es verdad.
Si es verdadero.
everybody thinks they need love of somebody else, but this woman is questioning, is it true, really, that you need somebody's love? Some other conditioned soul's love. And then she has her own system how to question the mind. So therefore we can actually, but when we understand, make a difference, we can stand aside, we can question the mind, and we can understand. I had an experience being attached to a child to huge pain. I mean, I knew theoretically that, that this is not me, but I couldn't overcome it. I didn't have this strength. And then now, after, 15 years, I understand that these feelings were actually false. It's not that I don't love that person, but what this whole thing of my attachment and everything had to do with previous lives and my weakness and things like that. But now, after the time has passed, you can see that this was actually the whole show of Maya. This was the show of Maya for me, and it shows me where I am, how weak I am spiritually, and things like that. So I don't know if this answers your question, but that's how I can understand how unreal looks real. It's just for us, it's an arrangement that we can be in illusion. Because only if we forget Krishna, we can try to enjoy this world and be in illusion. Only like that. Otherwise, you can't do it. If you're so conscious, then this is funny. I don't want to do this. And now Krishna is bringing us back through the Shastra, Sadhu, Guru, back to consciousness and see, you should discriminate what feelings are pure and real and what feelings are false and temporary. And stick to your original feelings. So we are not suffocating the feelings, we will continue feeling for others and for Krishna, but it becomes pure and it becomes eternal and real. And that's the difference. And therefore we are real romantics, because we go for eternal love. Okay. Yes?
I want to say something about this.
Yes.
That maybe because of our problems, physical problems, maybe this person is auto-realized and mind and with intelligence and mind control, but because of the physical condition, somehow or other, the mental is disturbed for that.
Yeah.
And it's the thing that is saying about, because something that is left in the psychical and also the physical problems that goes
That's true.
giving problems.
I mean, the body affects the mind and makes it weak. Mind affects the body and makes it weak. There is this mutual influence of the body and the mind. And they can make each other weaker, that's true. So that may be also the case. But Shastra is training us how to think first, and then also gradually how to feel. And of course, what to desire. That's the most difficult part. Shastra is suggesting what to desire. The biggest problem is actually desires. Because if you choose better quality desires, that thinking and feeling becomes sorted out. Because you think about good things, you feel differently. But because of material desires, our thinking and feeling is very much disturbed. And it's contaminated with matter and with material conceptions, and this is where we suffer. Attachment, material attachment. I used to be very much in anxiety about my daughter, stepdaughter, that what will happen to her. Will she become a devotee, or whatever. And now I'm confident. I feel that Krishna will protect her. She already had so much Krishna consciousness in her life. And also, as we spoke with my wife, that she has free will, but she already has an amazing chance. She has an amazing chance. So, what can you do? I mean, you can worry, but you can only do your best to help somebody to be Krishna conscious and see. But it's not an accident. It's not an accident that she came to his family, and but also she has to decide if she wants to go forward in Krishna consciousness. But at least we don't have to be in anxiety, because everybody has their free will. And we can pray. We can try to pray. And basically, you can only save yourself. You can try to inspire others, but the person that you can help the most is you. Then you can inspire others. Okay, thank you. Hare Krishna. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Shri Gaur Nitai ki jai.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Yeah.